A massive warm welcome to everybody on this call. I know that you guys have been so excited waiting for the release of our new service. We're about to take things to the next level. Can somebody just write the words next level in the chat box for me, guys? Because honestly, guys, if you know anything about this space, about this industry, then you will know that the earning potential for every single person on this call is absolutely incredible. And I'm aware as well that the chat box has to be closed at certain points because, we have people that intrude and send unscrupulous messages. So Lisa will be in the background, locking the chat box at strategic times, and I will refuse the urge to keep you typing things in the chat box to keep the call very, very smooth. Today we are releasing the trading signals, and very quickly, I'm just going to introduce myself so that we are not strangers. My name is Dr. D. Selassie. I'm an academic, but for the last 10 years, I've been in the financial markets industry. I've been in the online trading space, the foreign exchange space. I've done it all, from launching training academies. We've trained thousands of people from around the world. We've run trading floors, education companies, hedge funds. Last year, I was the vice president of sales for a London-based broker. I've done it all in this space. I've seen it all in this space. Before my time in the financial markets industry, I was a secondary school teacher. I was a vice principal and I loved my job. The only thing I didn't love was exchanging my time for money. There's three main ways in which people make money, but the vast majority of the world, 97% of the population, they earn their money by working for their money. They exchange their time for money, right? And when you're exchanging time for money, there's one big problem. There's only 24 hours in the day. Does that make sense? So there's only so much money that you can make when you're exchanging your time for money. So when somebody introduced me to the world of foreign exchange trading, I lost my mind. I couldn't believe that we could earn money in this way, residually and passively. And most of you have been enjoying the passive income. Just give me a 111 in the comment box if you've been enjoying passive income with Exfusion, with Neo, with Sonic. If you're making withdrawals and you're enjoying your profits, I want you to light up the chat box right now, guys, because honestly, what Exfusion have brought to the world is truly remarkable. So, most of us were sitting there thinking, how can we take things to the next level? And we've just gone and done that, guys. We've just gone and done that. We're about to release what I would describe as residual income. So you've been enjoying passive income. Now we're going to enjoy residual income. You see, our wish for you is to have several sources of income in one platform. You've been enjoying one form, and now you're about to enjoy residual income. Can you spare 20 seconds, maybe 3 or 4 times a day to make some residual income? Can we do that? Can we do that? Does that sound okay? 20 to 30 seconds. I'm going to walk you through how this is going to work. So we already understand trading. Okay, but just very quickly, just in case we do have anyone that's new, trading is the process of buying and selling currencies online. If you look at that very first circle, okay, that represents me buying the euro against the dollar, like our friend Neo likes to do, right? So if I buy the euro against the dollar, I want the euro to go up in value. But if the euro were to go down in value, in that scenario, I would lose money. But I could also sell the euro against the dollar. And then if the euro were to go down, I would make money, right? So I'm here to let you know that trading is a skill. It's something that you can learn and you can master. But I've got a saying that I use with my members. And the reason why I use this saying is because trading is actually very difficult. Anyone that tells you trading is easy is lying. Actually, let me correct myself. Trading is actually easy. What's hard is the mindset. And it's because of the mindset that 95% of retail traders lose money. So here's what I say. Copy the experts. Guys, after 10 years of trading, my message is simple. Unless you've got the time and money and the patience to make it to that level, just copy the experts. It's a shortcut to success. And it's okay to be a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. You see, we are talking about the world's largest and the most liquid financial market in the world. We're talking about a market that is measured at $6.7 trillion on a daily basis. Can somebody just write 6.7 trillion as a number in the chat box? Because maybe this is the first time you've ever wrote a number like that before. Can somebody just write 6.7 trillion as a number? And guys, I'm saying trillion with a T. I'm saying trillion with somebody put 6.7 T. Mohammed, that was outrageous. That was outrageous. Okay, Tim, I know you're a regular here. I expect my guys to know the answer for sure. Okay, but that was outrageous. 6.7 T was outrageous. 12 zeros. It's 12 zeros, guys. 12 zeros, okay? So is it okay if we at Exfusion show you how to get a slice of that 6.7 every single day? Can we do that with the signals? Can we show you how to get a slice of the 6.7 trillion? I really want to see some energy in the chat box right now, guys, because I'm not going to talk unless I get that energy. I refuse. I'm going on strike. Joko, if you can hear me, I'm down in tools. I'm not speaking until I get the energy in the chat because this is serious. This is serious. We've been trialing these signals for over a week. And oh my, oh my, are you guys in for a treat? I need to investigate Jelko. I need to know where Jelko got these signals from. I don't know what Jelko's done behind the scenes. I don't know what Stanis has done behind the scenes. I don't know who they've had to, I don't know whose palms they had to grease, or I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. You see, we're talking about a global marketplace that operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Trading can take place on any smart device. We have governments trading, central banks, financial institutions, and individuals like you and I. We are called retail traders. So let's get into it right now, guys. A signal. We are launching a signal service. A signal is what we call a trade idea. It's called a trade idea. And a trade idea are signals or insights from experienced traders that indicate potential market opportunities. These are based on market analysis, technical indicators, and economic events. So we're getting trade ideas by a team of people who are tasked with analyzing the charts all day. So guess what? They're doing what you don't have to do. Because that used to be me. Can you see that picture? That used to be us when we had our trading floor in Row Victoria, London. That was exactly how our office used to look like. And we would be there all day looking at multiple screens. And now you don't have to do that. Somebody else is doing that. Another team is doing all of that legwork. They're finding the very best trades and sending them to us for us to copy and paste. Guys, let me tell you, these trades are fire. Can I get a fire emoji? I think somebody beat me to it. Who's that? Alicia's gone crazy. You know, if Alicia's excited, then you know something's going on. Guys, these trade ideas are fire. What do I mean by they're fire? The results speak for themselves. I'm going to show you the results because men and women lie, but the numbers don't lie. Let me say that again for the people at the back. Men and women lie, but the numbers don't lie. You're going to like these statistics. You're going to like these statistics, okay? So with trade ideas, it's a shortcut because you don't have to do all of that analysis. You can go about your business and you can profit whilst you're learning. You get to follow professional traders while improving your own trading knowledge. Optional. That's optional. Some of you would just want to take signals and trade with Neo and Sonic. No problem. Guys, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna make some nice money. Past profits don't guarantee future success, but my oh my, our results are phenomenal. So, but my recommendation, honestly, guys, is everybody on this call should make an attempt to try and learn how to trade. I just think it's one of those skills that you should have. It's like reading and writing. If you can add that to your repertoire, you become powerful. Imagine having the ability at any time to go into the markets to make money. I can trade. I'm a proficient trader, but guess what? I don't particularly enjoy it. I'd rather leave it to the experts. But guess what? If worst came to the worst and I had to trade, I know what I'm doing. So I want everybody to get to that level. And I'm so happy that Jelko and Stanis have invested heavily, and we're going to be launching an education platform, which is optional. If you don't want to learn, that's absolutely fine, but you at least you have the option to learn. I like it when you are earning and learning at the same time. But signals, it's all about leverage. Can somebody write the word leverage in the chat for me? You see, we are leveraging the experts. We gain insights from experienced traders without us having to spend hours analyzing the charts. All we have to do is copy and paste 4 bits of information. It's so simple, guys. You're going to receive trade ideas, you're going to copy the details, and you're going to execute in seconds. Now, it's just like riding a bike. The first time you place a trade, you're going to be nervous. Okay, that's normal. Were you not nervous when you rode your bike for the first time? Of course you were. Okay, when you started to drive, it was nerve-wracking. You had to look in the mirror and you had to remember mirror, signal, maneuver. Right? It was like that. We were consciously competent, right? But after a while, you're going to become unconsciously competent with the signals. The first one you take, you might be a bit nervous. It might take you 45 seconds. But once you do a few, you get this down to like 10, 15, 20 seconds. It's so quick because you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Now, the good news is that they mainly trade gold, XAU USD, mainly trade gold. Gold is a very popular currency to trade. Those of you that trade with Sonic, you will know that gold is very popular with Sonic. And the reason why gold is very popular to trade is because gold has very good moves that traders like. In other words, it has very solid movement. And when you catch those solid movements, you can make some really nice money. Of course, if you don't know how to trade gold, it can be very punishing, right? Because if you're on the wrong end of a move, then you can just imagine how brutal that will be. But people love gold because of how it moves, but also there's some very good sentimental action with gold. Gold is what we call the safe haven of commodities. Okay. Whenever there is any kind of trouble in the world, wars, uncertainty, or Bitcoin is going down, guess where everybody puts their money? Answers in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Where do you think people put their money when they're nervous about the economy, when there's a war? Okay, A star for everyone in the chat. They put their money in gold, you know, gold and silver to some extent as well. So gold is one of those precious metals that people love trading for that reason. People are making so much money from gold, and gold, it's been hitting all-time highs. So that's why. So the first action, everybody needs to ensure that they are connected to, or they have joined the channel, the exfusion community channel. Can somebody, Lisa, if you don't mind, just posting the link for me in the chat? Be very much appreciated. Wow, we managed to do it, guys. We got the call up to 2:30. We got the call up to 2:30. Absolutely incredible. I think we can get it to 250. I actually think we can get it to 250. I'm actually very confident we can get this up to 250. Okay, so make sure that did somebody post the link? Okay, at some point somebody will post the link. It's in all of the WhatsApp groups that I've seen anyway. But you definitely want to be a part of this, because in here there are further instructions on what to do, as well as this Zoom call. Okay. Now, firstly, when it comes to depositing for the signals, you have to create a fresh account. Okay, you have to create a fresh account. The minimum is $10. So you decide how much you want to start with. When you log into your Tagmarkets back office, thank you, Alicia. Appreciate it. I can see the link has gone in. So when you log into your Tagmarkets back office, not the exfusion back office, the Tagmarkets back office, when you log in, you will see on the left hand side, or if you're using your phone, on the top right, there will be the menu symbol. I call it the burger menu. Click on that, and then you will see a menu like the one on my left hand side. So we want where it says 12x. Warning, do not click on copy X. Do not click on copy X. Copy X is only for copy trading. We are not copy trading. We are doing signals, trade ideas. So when you deposit, and then you see your deposit in your dashboard, once you've deposited, I think we all know how to deposit, then you will come back to the menu and go to 12x funded amplify. And then you're going to get a screen like the one you can see on your screen right now. You decide how much you want to start with, and then it will be multiplied by 12. Okay, there is no 24x with the trading signals for many different reasons. Okay, but we definitely going to need the 10% room to breathe. You know, we don't want to be trading with 5% margin. We are not Neo and we are not Sonic. Okay, we need that room to breathe. So 12x, and plus we know that 24x finishes on the 18th of February. And then once you put your deposit in, you can create that account, start trading, withdraw your profits. And of course, we have that one golden rule. Do not lose more than 10% of your starting balance. That's it. Okay, that's the only one rule. And then, of course, you're going to need MetaTrader 5. Now, most of you, if not all of you, should already have MetaTrader 5 because most of you have that for copy trading. You don't need MetaTrader 5 to do the copy trading, but it's useful. It's very nice to see your trades, and it's also very good for marketing purposes as well. So most of you should have this. If not, download MetaTrader 5 immediately. Once you once you open MetaTrader 5, can you see at the bottom left of my screenshot where it says quotes? You can see where it says quotes, and there's two arrows, an arrow going up and down. It's the very first menu option. When you click on quotes, it will show you all of the different currency pairs that are preset. That are preset. Now, gold doesn't tend to be on that list as a preset. If it is for you, amazing. But I'm gonna assume that it's not there. Okay, unless you've already put it there. So we're now going to add gold. We need to add gold. Okay, we need to add gold to this list. So can you see on the top right? I've got a magnifying glass. I've put a red, it's meant to be a circle, but you know how hard it is to use that drawing tool, right? It's my little circle around the magnifying glass. Okay, so you're going to click there, and then you're going to type XAU, and then all of the XAU should come up. And then we want XAU USD. It's got the F at the end. So if you notice, all the other currency pairs have got F, right? So that's kind of like a giveaway as to which one to use. Okay, so here we are. Um, somebody just write XAU USD. There's a reason why I get you to type this in the chat box is because it anchors the knowledge. It's a very good teaching tool for making sure things go into your long-term memory. Okay, so XAU USD. Okay, and we want the one with the F. So you can see I've ticked that. As soon as you tick it and then you press X, it will be there. You just have to trust me that it will be there. Okay, so here it is. Can you see it's there now? Right at the bottom. Can you see it's been added to the bottom? You can see it right there. It's at the bottom. Okay, now we know it's there. Now, the good thing is that because right now we're only trading gold, as soon as you open your MetaTrader 5 app, it's going to be quick because you don't have to now be looking for the currency pair. You know, when you have trade ideas coming from different places and you've got different trading pairs, this part could be messy because you're now thinking, okay, what do I need? Do I need GBP USD? Do I need Euro USD? No, you can just focus on XAU USD. Okay, so once you click on that particular currency pair, XAU USD, can you see that it says trade? Okay, it says trade. Now, guys, this is very important. When you connect MetaTrader 5 to your account details, so when you deposit your money and you 12 exit, you're going to get your MetaTrader 5 details. Do not use the investor password. We're used to using the investor password for copy trading because investor password means that you can't place trades and you can't mess anything up. But now we want to place trades. So what password do you think we're going to use? Somebody let me know in the chat. Which of the passwords do you think we're going to use? Yes, master. Master. We're going to use the master password because if you use the investor password, you won't see the option to trade. It just won't be there. Okay. So you want to use the master password when you're connecting, and then you will see trade. And then once you see trade, it's going to take you here. So this is the bit. This is the part of the training I need you to just hone in on because if you understand this part, then we're good to go. Okay. So now it's already, let's look at this square right here. Okay. This is the part where I need you to be as cool as a cucumber, as cool as a cucumber. Okay. So we already know that XAU USD is the currency pair. So what we're going to do now is methodically, we're going to go line by line so that we can really understand each line. Okay. So the very first line is the currency pair. We don't have to do anything there. Okay. Now, the next line is the type of execution. Okay. Now there's five types of execution. There's buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, sell limit. For now, I'm gonna ignore the other executions because we don't need them for now. Maybe in another training, maybe in another training, um, we can go through those. You know, when you start to learn how to trade, we can teach you all of that. But for now, we're just going to be doing instant execution. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a way you can use the others, but for this call, this is a beginner call. We're going to keep it simple. Instant execution means we are placing this trade immediately. It means it's going to be instantly sent to the market. Whereas the other four executions, they are delayed. They are delayed trades. Something has to happen before it's executed. It's what we call a pending order. The others are called pending orders, but we don't want a pending order. We want an instant order. Okay. So that should already be preset, but just make sure that it says instant execution. You can click on it and change it if it doesn't say that. Um, Once you've done your first instant execution, it will stay there. So you won't have to keep fiddling with that. Okay. Now, the next line is something called lot size. Somebody write lot size in the chat. Lot size. Lot size. So, lot size is the size of your position. It's the size of your position. Okay. Now, thanks to something called leverage, trading allows us to make a lot of money from small amounts of money. Okay. But that same power can be dangerous if it's misused. So there's something called applying good risk management. I want you to write this down for your notes. 0.01, 0.01 equates to 10 cents per pip. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, Tim's just reminded me that on iOS, it doesn't say instant execution. It will say market execution, which is the exact same thing. It's just different wording. Okay. Instant execution, market execution. So lot size is your risk. And I've just given you the very smallest. Oh, you say zero. What did I say? You said we say zero. What did I say? No. Did I say not? Because I said not, right? So it's my East London accent. Somebody said what is not? Okay, let me say zero to keep it international. Okay. Yeah, fair play, no problem. Zero. If I say not again, not is zero. Okay, zero. This is an international call. This is an international call. So 0.01. There you go, Sir Coppin. 0.01 means 10 cents per pip. Okay. And a pip is the measurement that we use in the marketplace. Just as you measure time with minutes and seconds, and you measure distance with centimeters, meters, yards, whatever you use, we measure the movement of price movement we measure in pips. Okay. So for every pip, we're going to make 10 cents. So 0.01 is the smallest lot size you can place. 0.01 is 10 cents per pip. So that means zero point 0.1 is $1 per pip. 0.1 is $1. And that means one is $10. Maybe someone can just write that out for me in the chat. It'll be easier when you read it. Okay. So, guys, listen, there's two things I want to say about this. Number one is, when you're first starting out, if it was me, I would probably just start, low as possible, especially when you're just starting out, that kind of thing. In fact, really, you can also start with a demo account if you want to as well. When you're taking trade ideas, start with a demo account. Get your practice in. Practice. Demo account is fake money, but real conditions. Okay, real conditions. So it allows you to practice. You can be practicing with us. The only difference is when people are celebrating, saying "yay," you can say "yay," but there'll be no money in your account. But don't get FOMO. Be happy to practice. It'll be easy to get FOMO, but the practice is good. Thank you, Wealthy. The practice is good. And then when you go live, still have that mentality of I'm new. I'm going to take it easy. Maybe do 0.01 until you start to. Now, when it comes to risk management, there are formulas that we use to decide what risk to use. Now, I personally recommend that you do not have risks. Set your risk between 1 to 5% per trade. Okay, 1 to 5% per trade. That's your risk. Really, if you are someone who is risk adverse, in other words, you don't like risk, then really your risk should be 1-2% max. 1%, maybe even less than that. But you're more towards the one and the twos. Whereas if you're someone who's risk tolerant and you engage in risky behavior, right? Then you can be on the higher end. So maybe like 3. Me personally, I'm comfortable at 3% risk. I trade each of my trades that I do with the trade ideas, these signals, I'm comfortable at 3% risk. Okay. But if you're risk tolerant, maybe 5% is the absolute max. If I find out you're trading more than 5% per trade, you're a dangerous individual. You're a very dangerous individual. Guys, you are your own person, but I'm just trying to give you some good advice. Try and keep between 1 to 5%. Some people would even argue that 5% is way too high, way too high. But I'm just catering to those people who are risk tolerant. But me, I'm comfortable at 3%. If you are risk nervous, if that's the term, then 1%. Can somebody just put the risk calculator in the chat? Tim, I think you use it, right? There's a calculator that you can use where you can just put in like 3% and then your account balance, and it will tell you the lot size to use. Now, the good news is that once you've put your lot size in once, it will stay there. So when you go to do another trade, the lot size will be there. You only really need to adjust your lot size if there's been a significant change to your balance. So, of course, if your balance is bigger, then the risk, of course, can increase. And the opposite is true if your balance were to get smaller. So I spent a long time on lot size because it's a very important feature. For example, if you're trying to do a 0.1 trade and you accidentally do a 1-0 trade, you're you know, I mean, those scenarios are funny because you could do the wrong lot size, and if the trade goes your way, you're gonna be thanking your lucky stars, right? But guys, if it goes into a drawdown, you could even blow your account. So it's so important. It's so important that you get your lot size right. Please, Just give me a 777 if that makes sense. That we're gonna be sensible traders. Are we gonna be sensible, guys? Are we gonna be sensible? I don't want to hear any horror stories. Please. Thank you so much. I appreciate the energy. Now, the next lines are so simple now. You don't even have to think. You didn't even have to think for XAU USD. You didn't even have to think for instant execution. The only thing you have to think about is your lot size. That's the only time you need to engage your brain. Now we can go back to not engaging our brain. Stop loss. We are just going to copy the stop loss data and the take profit data. Um, we're going to just copy that information from the group. I'm going to show you how to do that. Sometimes it's easier to just, I don't know. For me, sometimes it's easier to just, either memorize it or write it down. If you want to be really careful, you can write it down, or you can use your cursor in Telegram and copying it from Telegram. It ensures integrity of the information. If you copy it, like literally put your cursor and copy the information from the message, it will ensure the interrogation. Okay, it will ensure the interrogation. But different people do different things. So you're going to put in the stop loss, put in the take profit, and forget deviation. Just leave that, pretend you didn't see it, and then click on buy or sell according to the message. So this is I'm gonna go back, but let me just show you a typical message. So this is a typical message that we get in the Telegram group, and it's saying signal alert. Okay. And can you see we've got the take profit one, we've got take profit two, and we've got take profit three. So my advice, whilst we are starting, if you are new to this, can you please just use take profit one? Okay. Now, on another call, whether it's me or another trader, we're going to teach you how to get all of the TPs. Guys, the good thing about this signal provider is that these guys are getting TP1, TP2, and TP3. Okay. But in the beginning, you want to keep it simple. So just do TP1. And then we'll do an advanced training. We'll do an advanced training where we're going to show you how to layer. We're going to show you how to get all of the TPs. We're going to show you how to, there's so many different strategies that if I was to do it right now, we'll be here for a long time. But just know that there are different ways in which you can capture all of the TPs, but you can only put one in at a time. There are so many things you can do. There are things like moving the trade to break even so that you are in the trade risk-free. That is a great strategy. Who knows about that strategy? Put a one in the chat box if you know about when you're in profit, how to move your trade. You can move your stop loss to break even. Sorry, you can move your stop loss. Imagine you're in a trade and you're in profits, and now your stop loss, which was below your break even point, and now you can just bring it all the way to break even. That means that you're either going to make lots of money or break even. So there's so many different things we can teach you, but for now, we're just going to teach you set and forget. And then, those of you that have got leaders that know how to trade, you guys are going to be able to learn this quicker. But for now, we're going to set and forget. What do I mean by that? Just put in one of the TPs. I'm recommending TP1 if you are a beginner. TP1 is fine. Okay. Now, let's just go back. I'm going to come back to that slide. Don't worry. I just want to go in order. Okay. All right. So far, where it says buy or sell, the message will tell you. Can you see it says here? It says this is a sell. It says sell XAU USD. So we know this is a sell. So we don't need to be guessing whether to. And guys, please make sure that you push the right button. If it's a sell and you push buy, you're doing the opposite. So make sure you get that bit right. Okay. Make sure you get buy or sell right. It's so important. Now you also want to download. Oh no, sorry. Once you press buy or sell, when you go to MetaTrader 5, can you see at the bottom, I'm currently on the section that says trade. So if you want to monitor your open trades, you would click on trade, and then you would see your trade there flickering. It will be flickering because trades do that. They flicker. And don't be alarmed if the trade is red or if the trade is in a minus. That's normal. It's normal. Somebody write it's normal. It's normal to go red straight away. Why? The reason why most trades start red is um because of the broker commission that we call a spread. It's called a spread. A spread is the difference between the asked price and the bid price. The bigger the spread, then of course, you know, the bigger that commission or spread is. So I'm getting a bit technical. I promised myself I wouldn't get technical, but I do want to just show you this very quickly. Look at this. So can you see here on the right-hand side, you can see two prices. One is the bid price and one is the ask price. The difference is the spread. Okay, the difference is the spread. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting technical and I didn't want to do that. So all your trade ideas will be here. If it's red, don't panic. It's normal. It's absolutely normal because of the spread. So the trade has to make up that difference, and then if it's a good trade, it will turn blue eventually. You don't have to do anything. Now, you can and you do have the right to stop a trade early. If you're like, hey, I love that profit, right? If you're looking at a trade and you can see your profits and you say, hey, I love that profit. I want to bank it. You can bank your profit whenever you like. Okay. But the idea is that you stay in the trade until it runs its course. You see, a trade idea can only do one of three things. It's either going to hit your stop loss, which is we don't want to see that. Oh, and by the way, that happens very rarely with these signals. These signals have a 4.8 trust pilot review. I've never seen that before. The whole time that I've been monitoring these signals, maybe I missed the loss. Maybe there was a loss and I missed it. But all I'm seeing are profits. It's a very successful service, 95% accuracy. Okay. So you're going to see all your trades here. All your open trades are going to be on this screen right here. And then if you click on history, you will see all of your closed trades. You're going to see all of your closed trades. Okay. Let's make sure I'm covering everything. So you are going to need to download Telegram. Most of you should already have Telegram, but you are going to need to download the Telegram app. So that's what I was saying. I was saying about trades can only do one of three things. So it's either going to hit your stop loss or hit your take profit or be in between. In other words, it's not done either. And whilst it's in between, it's just fluctuating. But the trade will officially close once it hits your take profit or the stop loss. That's why we call it set and forget. You're meant to set and forget, but that doesn't mean you don't have the option to close the trade early because you absolutely do. You absolutely do. Okay, Telegram. This is the Telegram logo. If you are new to Telegram, then this is what you need to download. Telegram is where you're going to receive your daily trade ideas with clear entry and exit points. Um, um, it may evolve to having market insights and technical analysis breakdowns, updates on open trades to help you manage risk effectively. We will be a community of traders, and we're going to be giving you training and leadership, mindset training, personal development training. All of this is coming soon. So now, guys, let me close this now. I'm going to share Telegram with you. Let's dive into Telegram right now. Let's do that right now. I'm going to reshare my screen and I'm going to be sharing. The next screen that you're going to see is going to be Telegram Messenger. Now, to get access to the Telegram group, I believe Lisa's going to be putting the link to get into the group in the chats. And I think maybe that via the Telegram group as well. I think there's an option there, but Lisa did inform me that she's going to share the link. Okay, here's my Telegram, guys. I believe that you can see that. Let me see what's happening in the chat box. Okay, it's gone in. Lisa's done it. There you are, guys. You guys are going to get so excited you're going to leave me and join the group. Stay tuned in, guys. Stay tuned in. So here we go. So this is it, guys. So you can see here, we had some test signals come out. And then, guys, now you're going to see a wave of blue. You're just going to see blue. Was this TP1 hit, TP2 hit, TPs, TP2, TP3. It's a TP party, guys. Can someone spot the loss? I didn't want to say it in case I missed it, but oh wow. Guys, this is flawless. Guys, can you just put an 888 in the chat box for Jelko, Stanis, Lisa, and everyone that's seen? I've never seen this before, guys. In my 10-year history, I've not seen a service this fire. Am I missing the red? I mean, you guys told me it's 95% accuracy, so I should at least see one red out of 10. This is insane. This is absolutely incredible. Wow. Okay. I think you guys get the picture. Are you guys happy with what you see? Keep the eights coming, guys, if you're excited and happy with what you see. Because this is fire. I don't know what else. I don't know how to get you guys excited anymore. I actually don't know how to get you guys excited anymore, guys. I actually don't know what to do. I'm running out of ideas. This is fire. This, guys. Do you know you're gonna be the envy of every trader in your phone book? You're gonna be the envy. Is gonna want to get access to this. Do I have any team builders here? Who's building a team? Who's building a team? Give me a 777 if you're building a team, because your team's about to go next level. Your team is about to go next level. Wow. Guys, I can't believe what I just saw. The level of accuracy is scary. So, okay, let's come back here. We've only got 10 minutes left. So, so you're gonna get an alert. First things first, your Telegram channel, the group, make sure that you've got the settings on loud, vibrate. You want to do all of that. I use an iPhone. So on iPhone, I've gone into my settings, my notification settings, and I've set my notification so that when the alert comes, it doesn't just do like a peekaboo. Some notifications, it kind of does a peekaboo and then disappears. No, 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 no. I can't afford for that. Guys, these are money signals. Do you think I want to be checking the group and seeing that everyone's made money and I missed it? No way. So I've got it set so it permanently stays on my screen. Has anybody else got that set up? Right? It permanently stays. So it's got my attention. So that's very important. Then you get the alert. When you get the alert, you want to move quick. How quick? As quick as possible. As quick as possible. So here's the thing. What do you do if you come in late? This is the golden question that people have asked me over the years. Okay. Here's my advice. Here's my humble opinion. If you see the signal straight away and it's under a minute, just get in. Okay. If more than different leaders will say different things. Okay. This is just my advice. If it's been more than 2 minutes, then you've got two options. Option number one, which is what I recommend that you do, is that you open a chart, you open the gold chart, you see what is the price of gold right now. Now, so we'll do this on another call, okay? But what you do is you open a chart. So you open MetaTrader 5, you click on chart, or you go to quotes, click on XAU USD, but rather than select trade, you're gonna click on chart. And then you're going to look to see the price of gold, because look at what this signal says. The signal's telling you the range which you can sell, because price moves. So if you're within 2 minutes, guys, just sell, get in and sell. You're going to be fine. Even 1 minute, just because sometimes it moves quick. Within 1 minute, get in and you just go for it. If some time has passed, just take a moment to open the chart and see where price is. If price is still within the range, then just get in. If it's left the range, then it means the trade has left you. The train has left the station. It's game over. Okay. If it's gone past the range, it means you've missed the move. But guess what? Guess what if you missed the move? It doesn't matter because these trades are like buses. If you miss one, another one is round the corner. So don't panic. I see some people panicking. They call me, oh, Mr. Trade. I mean, guys, there's going to be another one. Then there'll be another one. Then there'll be one after that. And then there'll be one after that. So don't panic if you miss them. They keep coming. Do not worry. Okay. Um, so again, you'd open MetaTrader. It's a sell. Um, and then TP1, put that information in, and then put the stop loss in, and then click sell, and then you are good to go. Okay. This is what your day could look like. For example, this is a really extreme day, by the way. Is this all on one day? Yeah, this is like a really extreme day back in I think this was May last year. So it's just to give you an example of when you click on history, you have trades open. You probably have like three or four maybe by the end of the day. Maybe not all open at the same time. So this is the history, yeah. So these are all the trades that are finished. So all the trades that are finished will come here. All the trades that are open and live, they will be under trade. Okay. But finished trades, history. And you can choose what history you want to see. Do you want to see the last week? Do you want to see today only? Do you want to see the last month? Or you can do a custom range as well. Okay. Bearing in mind, guys, okay, that where you've got okay, this is a different screenshot, that's fine. Okay, let me wrap up then, guys. Before I continue, does everything make sense? Just give me a 111 in the chat box if everything makes sense so far. We're about to wrap up. Tim, I've just seen your message. I'm just going through it now. Let me know if I've got an action, Tim, on that. I've seen your message, but let me know what my action is. So, guys, Bali. Who's qualified for Bali? Who qualified for Bali? I think you got 2 days, 3 days. You got 3 days to qualify for Bali, guys. You've got 3 days to qualify for Bali. Incredible. Tim qualified. How many times can you trade per day? You can trade as many times as you like, but if the question is how many signals come out a day, on average about three or four, about three or four. Could be more, could be more, it could be five or six, but you can trade as many times as you like. Okay, I want to know who's coming to the Beyond Conference. I want to know who's coming to the Beyond Conference. Who is coming to Dubai? I want to know who I'm looking forward to meeting. It's a day after my 21st birthday. I'm looking forward to it. The Beyond Conference. Let me know if you're coming. Benjamin's on his way. Amazing, amazing. Beyond Conference. I think people are laughing at my age. I don't know why. Guys, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Guys, let me tell you something. If you're 50-50 and you're thinking, I don't know whether to go to the event, try and make it happen, guys. Try and be in the room. Your whole business is going to 10x. This is absolutely incredible and crucial that you're there. So many huge announcements, special events. You get to meet all of the people. Is it sold out? Oh, wow. Oh man, is that true? Okay, I'm hearing that it could be sold out. Guys, if that's the case, fair enough. But if you can still get your ticket, guys, make sure that make sure you get there. But apparently it's sold out. Okay, guys, that's everything from me. Absolutely incredible. We got time. We got maybe a little bit of time. We've got 4 minutes for potential Q&A. Um, oh, right. Oh, okay. I've seen now I get your message, Tim. I get what you're trying to say. Yes, that is amazing. It's a good sign. It's a great sign. Guys, it's money season. It's money season. It's absolutely money season. We now have another route to making money on top of the debit card that's coming. We've got the exchange that's coming as well. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for our future. I'm so excited for our members. If you are a builder, we now have something that we can build over a long period of time. This is now a 5 to 10 year project. Absolutely incredible. So, guys, if you do have a question, raise your hand. I appreciate all of the kind words in the chat. Wow, we've got Tammy on the call. Guys, we've got some heavyweights on the call. I'm glad I didn't see that one. I would have been shaking if I'd known she was on the call. We've got some heavyweights on the call. Okay, we'll take two questions, guys, and then we'll wrap up because I do want to respect everyone's time. I'm going to stop the recording just so that the recording is not too long. So for the sake of the recording, I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure that you take action, and I look forward to seeing you at the very, very top because the bottom is way too crowded.